Uh, I have been realizing I need to get better at self-defense, though. Like, I'm not really a threat. I'm not much of a threat. Like, I can do a round off back handspring, but that's like only if you give me like 30 minutes to warm up, you know. And soft grass. We need soft grass. Um, but you'd think I'd be better at it because I grew up with 4 brothers, and I would always wrestle with them whenever I was younger, and I'd always win. So you think that it'd be good, but what I did was they would put me in a headlock, and then I'd rub my bottom on their private parts until they got weirded out, which was immediately. And I won, you know? But this does not translate to the real world. I was walking home from work the other day, and an old employer pulled up, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to see me and Joan's new place?" I was like, "Sure." So he took me to his house, and we go through the upstairs, whatever, and then we go to the downstairs, and he takes me into the master bedroom, and he goes, "Millie, come here," and he hugs me for far too long, kisses me on the head, and says, "Millie, what I really wanted was a kiss." Now, I don't like to play dumb. I don't like to do that. But in this circumstance, I played the dumbest person I've ever known. I go, "Oh, Paul, you're so funny now that you got back from Europe." And I got out of there. But I went home, and I go, "Hey, Dad, your friend's a creep." And he goes, "Oh, that's just Paul expressing himself." What? If you need to express yourself, take a pottery class or something, feel the form of the clay. Not somebody like 50 years younger than you. What are you doing? But anyhow, I'm really good at swatting flies. I promise this is relevant. And my mom yelled into the room, "Millie, you got to come in here. There's a fly." So I come in with my weapon. And I say, "Did the fly harm you? Did he push you in any way?" And my mom goes, "Well, the fly practically molested me." And my dad comes in and says, "Oh, that's just the fly expressing himself." So, yeah, that is that. But my parents, they really love their garden. They're very particular about it. My dad came into the room and he was furious, and he was like, "Millie, there are 2 cucumber beetles doing it on the cantaloupe flower." And I could tell there was bitterness in his voice because he hasn't done it on a cantaloupe flower. And I think of how many people die unhappy not knowing that's the reason that they are unhappy. The other thing is they're like a tsunami. Like, my parents just overlap each other. They don't really talk to each other. They just keep on building. And so I walked into the kitchen. They were cooking. And my mom said, "Millie, you know the little autistic boy who used to run around? Well, he was at his grandma's house, and he found a key, and he was doing one of those autistic things where he had to know where the key went. So what do you know? He found a gun rack, and he shot himself in the stomach, and he was wrapping the towels like bandages around his body. And by the time they found him, he died." And my dad goes, "Honey, this isn't going to be enough pasta." And it wasn't enough pasta. It wasn't.